Hello jungle fans, it's Catherine from the Amazon Jungle Show. So I'm not going to show you any animals today, but I am going to talk about being a zoologist. So I've got a lot of questions from school children asking how do you become a zoologist, what it's like, what do you have to do. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. The first thing I'm going to tell you is why I was even interested in zoology. When I was 6 years old, so I was really young, my dad was driving along the road and he saw a little bird in the middle of the road. And he stopped his car and he was about to get out, and I said I would. And I got out and cupped the little bird round in my hands and put it over in the little hedge just to kind of get it out of the way. And as soon as I put the little bird in my hand, this beautiful, calming, wonderful energy just flooded over me. And it was a real peaceful, beautiful, warm feeling. And from then on, that was it. I was hooked. My life was all about animals. That was it. And yeah, ever since, I've just wanted to become a zoologist. So I knew I wanted to become a zoologist when I was 6, and my mum bought me a little book as well. And yeah, from then on, now when I went to do my A-levels, etc., and then I actually went to university whenever I was nearly 30. So I was actually a mature student when I went to university. And some people say, what was it like at university? It was really difficult, very, very hard work, but really amazing and fun. And you come out of university after 3 years knowing a lot more, and university teaches you to become very professional at your career and at your profession and at your job. So yeah, it teaches you to be very highly educated and really knowledgeable about a lot of different species of animals, a lot about their behaviour, etc. So one of the questions was, what do you need to become a zoologist? What qualifications do you need? Firstly, you need to do really well at school. And when you do really well at school, you go on to do your GCSEs. And what you want to do in GCSEs is do 3 things. You want to do mathematics, you want to do chemistry, and you want to do biology. And whenever you do those things, that means that you are doing the science topics, because zoology and the world of animals is very scientific. So you want to get into the sciences, and I love science. I'm a complete science nerd and I love it. So good GCSEs and then good A-levels. Doesn't matter if you get the best, all the A's, just be really passionate about it and just do really well. So once you do your A-levels, you can apply to university when you're about 18. And then you can go to university. In my class in university, there were 18-year-olds, there were 20-year-olds, there were 30-year-olds like myself, and there were even 50-year-olds. So at any age, you can go to university and do a degree. And it's a long degree. It's like 3 years out of your life. So make sure you really want to do it. The other thing that you need whenever you're young is any animal experience. So you want to volunteer at animal sanctuaries, you want to volunteer at vets and do work experience. You can ask vets if they can take you on, or you can do it through your school and ask if there's any work experience there. Zoos, anywhere at all where there's animals. Even horse, stables, anything to do with horses, anything to do with any animals. Try to get in and do some work experience, even though you don't get paid for it, and even though you're too young to start a job. It's very, very good to get work experience. I even had work experience in vets. I had work experience on farms. I loved working with farm animals as well, and I had loads of work experience in everywhere I could get whenever I was a teenager. it didn't even play out. I didn't even need it until far, down the line, many years down the line, but it was good to just have it. And it makes you realize what you're interested in as well. Why did I become a zoologist rather than a vet? I actually did work experience at a zoo in England, and there was a girl there that looked after the zebras, and I asked her that question. I said, why did you not become a vet? Because I thought being a vet, and being a vet is like the highest form of animal welfare. It's the highest qualification you can get to look after animals in the UK. In other parts of the country, like Africa and India, it's not actually considered a very good qualification to be a vet. To be a doctor is a very good qualification. But in other countries, to look after animals, it's not a very good qualification to have, because they don't look after their animals as well as some countries like the UK. So she answered and she said, I would rather look after the healthy animals, because vets only get to see sick animals. And I kind of thought about it, and I thought, because I really wanted to be a vet. But I would have had to study for 7 years, and I would have had to go away from my home and away from my parents, which was okay, but it was a long time down in Dublin, and I didn't think I could do that at 18. So I decided to become a zoologist, and there's a university in Belfast, and I decided to go there instead, which was good because I made loads of friends there and loads of contacts as well. And the friends in university are still friends with me today. Some people say animals are better than people. Sometimes people love animals a lot more than people. So yeah, the love of animals is a very big factor in why you will become a vet or a zoologist. And a zoology degree takes 3 years, and you have to study very, very, very hard for it. And when you come out of the degree, you will have covered things like, you'll have covered things like ecology, insects, plants, conservation, genetics, parasites, animal behaviour, and marine biology, which is all about sea life as well. And you'll also get to work in a lab. So I still have my lab coat, because you get to make chemical reactions, and you get to sort of study everything under a microscope. I have a microscope, and I'm so grateful that I bought it years ago, because I'm able to look at seawater underneath the microscope and see all the little animals move in the water. It's amazing. So you get to do all these amazing things at university, and then for the rest of your life. Why a zoology degree is that it helps later in life to get jobs in conservation. Whenever I travel abroad, I usually contact people that I can do volunteer work for, or that I can do some type of work to help them. Like in Africa and India, I can go out and immediately just go right up into the places like where I was in India working with elephants, and I was able to help them with the exotics and the reptiles and the parrots as well. Where they were more concerned with the elephants and the bears, and I was learning a lot about their behaviour as well. So if you would like to become a zoologist or a vet, you can easily ask me any questions. I'm very, very happy to help. But yeah, that's what you need. You need some good grades, you need to love animals, you need a passion, you need to feel that energy and that connection with animals as well. And it is very, very difficult, but it's brilliant. If you want to do an animal care course, it's a little course that you can do in tech, and that's brilliant just to get you into the way of an animal career. You can also do a wee zoology diploma, which is a little course in your spare time that you can do as well. And then you can work up to doing the big zoology degree, which is 3 years in university. So I hope that has answered a few of your questions about how to become a zoologist or a vet. And hopefully yeah, hopefully I can see you being a vet one day. Thank you very much for watching all my wee videos, and I hope this has helped. Stay safe. Bye bye.